So if you're struggling to work out how to do a back arch, there's a couple of drills that you can do that may help. So some errors that you might be doing when you're trying to arch is you're not actually arching with the pelvis, but you just might be moving your chest. Also, some people, they'll just press their hips back like this instead of rotating your pelvis, because what's actually happening is that it's just the pelvis is basically moving in isolation. So here, the top of my pelvis is flat. So I squeeze my bum, that brings my pelvis flat. And then when I arch, I'm actually tipping it. So it's like pouring a jug. And that's what's happening to my pelvis. You can see the line on my pants. So I actually put my fingers here. So it makes them like guns. You can see how my fingers are changing position. So the first thing that you can maybe do is just do this. Put your fingers on your pelvis and try to tip your fingers. So my upper body isn't moving. I'm not sitting my hips back. I'm not bending at my knees. All the movement is coming at my pelvis, and these muscles contract and they'll feel really, really tight, and your stomach might extend and kind of stick out. Okay? Squeezing your bum does the opposite. If you're struggling to do it standing, this drill is really, really good to teach. You'll find majority of people get this one right straight away. So come in all fours. I want you to bring your back towards the ceiling, like you're making your cat back, and then arch. Rounds, arch. Rounds, arch. And you can actually see my pelvis is doing the same thing to when I was standing. It's still coming under and then twisting back. Coming under and twisting back. Alright? So watch, I'm going to bring my pelvis under and then twisting it back. Under. So here you can almost think that you're just trying to squeeze your butt cheeks together, and now this is terrible analogy, but I think it works. Now you're trying to open your butt cheeks. Close them, open. Close, open. And you can see how this is rounding my back, tucking my pelvis under. This is arching my back and flaring my pelvis outwards. You might need to do, say, 3 sets of 10 of this movement, just so you can start understanding the movement and start to feel what we're trying to aim for. So after you've done that drill on the floor with all fours, might take a while, might actually take a week, even a couple of weeks, doing that multiple times a day, say 3 sets of 10. Stand, even after you do it, stand and see if you can work out how to do this movement. If you still can't, this is another drill that you can do. So go up against the wall, go heels flat against the wall, head, shoulders and bum touch the wall. Now what we can do is we can squeeze our butt together, and it's going to close this arch in the back. So it's like your upper back, it's going to be touching the wall. Then from here, open your butt, and you'll create this arch. And there'll be a gap between your back and the wall. Close, open. Close, open. So I'm still thinking of moving the pelvis, okay? but you've got the cue of the wall to fill this gap when you're arching your back, because this arch here is the same thing that we're doing when I'm here. Okay? So give that drill a go and that might help. Okay, so the final bit is, if you worked out how to arch when you're standing here, the next step is to work out how to arch when you're picking up the barbell. So the last drill that you've got left is being in this position and then seeing if you still do the same thing of tucking the pelvis in and then opening. So you don't actually have to lift the barbell off the floor. Just arch, just practice arching in this position. Then once you've mastered this, you're ready to transfer it to your setup of picking the barbell off the floor. So again, you might just hang out here and just do 10 repetitions of performing this arch. Aim for about 10, get up, have a rest for about 30 seconds or even a minute, and then try it again. You might find you get a few good ones, and then you might start to muddle it up. It's completely normal. Stand, reset, again have a rest, and then try it again. And then over time you'll start to understand the position that you're meant to be in.